Hello, I've got another Swiss Army knife here for you. This is the Victorinox Alox Bantam. Now this is probably one of those Swiss Army knives that get a lot less love than the other models, especially in the Alox range. Probably one of the less notable Swiss Army knives of them all, simply because it's pretty small and it doesn't have that many tools, although it does have a reasonably good tool combination. We'll get to that later. As you can see, it's a pretty small knife. This is of the 84mm range by Victorinox, and as I just said, it's in the Alox range. Now Victorinox does do this in the Celador red scales. Those in the Celador red scales are considerably cheaper. This model here, the Alox one, runs at about 20 quid. The Celador Bantam, as I said, is considerably less at 12 quid, so you've got an 8 quid difference there. That said, the Celador version actually has more capabilities. For a start, you'll notice that this Alox Bantam does not have the keyring like most other Swiss Army knives does. Here we have a Spartan, which of course has the keyring, and even the Victorinox Cadet, which is another Alox model, which is probably one of the most popular models by Victorinox. Anyway, moving on. So it is also a very thin model. This should slip pretty nicely in the watch pocket of your jeans, and this is one of those models where it'd be fine to just throw it in with loose change in your pocket and just let it rattle around in there, since it is a pretty small knife. Unless of course you don't like scratches on your knife. Personally, I don't. I cannot stand getting my knives all scratched up. So anyway, let's have a look at the tool set on this knife. So we have the main blade, which, like most Swiss Army knives, is a pretty thin blade. Spear point, flat ground, and of course non-locking. So this of course would be a good option for UK legal carry, and being that it has a blade which is less than 2.5 inches and is non-locking, you could carry this in most countries around the world. In most European countries this would be legal to carry, so of course this is a very travel friendly knife and reasonably inexpensive, again at around 20 quid give or take. This one, like all the Alox Alox knives and all the Swiss Army knives in fact, it has a riveted construction, which is something I personally quite like. Being an Alox model, they are of course very collectible. The Swiss Army knife collectors, including myself, go pretty nuts over the Alox ones. I'm not entirely sure if you get this, the Alox Bantam, in any of the other colours. Anyway, the other tool on this is, or other function I should probably say, is the combo tool, which is a bottle opener, a can opener, a flat bladed screwdriver and a wire bender. So we have the combo tool and the main blade. I'll just zoom out there for a second. So a really small, compact knife with minimal functions. Although I think even though it only has these two implements, I suppose there is a reasonably good amount of functionality in such a small tool. Combine that with the fact that it's very pocket friendly to carry and legal to carry in most places, I think it is a decent option. Although this is probably one of the lesser noteworthy Swiss Army knives. Now if you're only planning to buy one Swiss Army knife and not buy any others, this might not be the one for you, because it has such minimal functionality, even though this combo tool does offer quite a lot. Personally, I think if you want more functionality, you're probably better going with something like the Spartan, which is around the same price. Now of course the Spartan is one of the most popular models, and you can get them in a lot of different colours. And this has, you know, two blades, a separate bottle opener, flat blade screwdriver, can opener, Phillips screwdriver, corkscrew, and an awl, and of course it comes with the keyring, the toothpick and tweezers. Or for £5 more, around £25, you can get a cadet, which is a little thicker. Give me a second while I close the tools on the Bantam. It's a little thicker than the Bantam, therefore making it easier to handle. It's about just as long, maybe there's an extra millimetre on it. And you've got the addition of the keyring, and you have a nail file and a nail cleaner. So in my view, you're probably better going with the Cadet over the Alox Bantam. Now, is the Bantam a bad knife? No, it's a good knife. It's the usual Victorinox quality, although I think the price is a bit much for what it is. I think maybe about £15 for this knife would be a bit more reasonable. I think £20 is maybe a little bit much. That's it. It's still an excellent knife, and it'll certainly get most tasks done. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.